Hi everyone, and welcome to another Marketing Monday. This week's going to be slightly different. I'm going to tell you why promoting your business is just like building a house, and I've got some amazing slides to share that information with you. So let's get started. So I'm just going to get the presentation up. Okay. Right. I don't know a huge amount about building a house. I'm not a builder, but what I do know is that there are certain steps involved. The first step is laying strong foundations, which is this purple mark, as you can see on your screen. And then following your strong foundations, you then need pillars or walls, something to support the external structure and also the roof that you're going to put on. So it's quite simple. With building a house, you've got strong foundation, you've then got pillars or walls, and then you've got a roof. And then if you only have one pillar or one wall, this happens and the roof collapses and it all goes a bit wrong and it's a bit of a disaster. So what on earth has this very basic building lesson got to do with promotions? Well, promotions is really similar. You need to start with strong foundations before you go ahead and promote your business. And these foundations are your ideal client work. Now, you know how I love to tell you how much you need to know your ideal client inside out, but trust me, this will make your job promoting your business and everything else so much easier. So you need strong foundations by knowing who your ideal client is and understanding them really well. And don't forget, I have got a free workbook over at www.goldentreasureconsulting.co.uk, which is my website. And it's a complete freebie that you can download from there. So once you know your ideal client, you've got a really good base for promoting and growing your business. And then in this circumstance, your business success or your dream business is the roof. This is what we're aiming towards. And this is why we're putting in all the work and the foundations and promoting your business to make a successful business. So what are the pillars then? Well, your pillars are your promotional methods. So whenever you're doing promotions, you need your ideal client, and then you need a variety of promotional methods to make sure that you've got a successful business. Okay. Now, if you remember, what happens when we only have one pillar or promotional method? This happens. The success is harder to get, it doesn't really support itself, and it can lead to everything caving in and all your hard efforts just collapsing. Now, you could just have two pillars, but that again can damage success. It can mean that you're not achieving everything that you can do with your business because you're limiting yourself. So although two pillars or two promotional methods are a lot better than one, it's still not the best it could be. Whereas if you put in kind of 3 or 4 promotional methods and you do them well, they're not just fly by night, you don't just experiment, you actually work hard and do those promotions really well using those promotional methods, that's when you'll get true business success. Now, of course, you could try lots of different promotional methods. And here's an example of someone trying 9. Now, yes, it can be done, but as a small business, you're going to struggle because you haven't got as many resources as some of the big guys. And even the big guys don't do everything. They limit their choice to a number of promotional methods that they know will work for them. So if you choose, say, 9, you're spreading all your resources, your time thinly, and you're not going to be able to do them as well and have as strong foundations for your business success as if you were just to focus on 3 or 4. So what you want to be doing is when you're doing any promotions, you need to know your ideal client, you need to choose 3 or 4 promotional methods, and that will mean that you build a successful business. So that's why promoting your business is so similar to building a house. So now that we've done the presentation, bear with me and I'll get back to you. I can go escape. There we go. Okay, so now that we know we need 3 or 4 promotional methods to build a successful business, well, how do we work these out? You need to know who your ideal client is and you need to know where they go. If you can, try and write out your ideal client's diary for a week. List where they go. Do they go to the gym? Do they go to coffee shops with friends? Have they got small children? Do they go to baby groups once a week? Do they just get home and collapse and go on Facebook or Instagram? What do they do in their spare time? Because that will tell you where you need to be. The other deciding factor on what promotional method you use is your resources. So how much money you've got, how much time you've got, because different promotional methods are obviously more expensive. So for example, TV advertising is a lot more expensive than just organic Facebook posts. So those are two considerations, your ideal client and your resources, and those will help you decide which promotional methods are for you. Now, you may be questioning why 3 or 4. Well, I was doing some research and I had a look at what Nike use and what Apple use, so two big brands. Now, Nike use advertising, personal selling, direct marketing, sales promotion, and PR. Those are their main promotional methods. And if you get a chance, have a look at Nike's Facebook page. I'll come back to that in a minute. Now, Apple, they use advertising, they do Google, other websites, they use personal selling. If you've ever been into an Apple store, you'll see a huge Genius bar with people on there that love everything to do with Apple. And then they do sales promotions on their older products when they launch a new one. And then they also do PR. We've all heard of the Apple launches. And again, have a look at their Facebook page if you get a chance after today's Marketing Monday. Now, as you can see, they've limited their promotional methods. They haven't used everything they possibly can. They've limited to what works. And yes, they've spent a lot of money testing and trying. But what I'm trying to show you is even big brands aren't everywhere. They do certain things and they do it well. And that's what you need to do. Now, just a couple of promotional methods that you could use. These include things like advertising, so you could do outdoor, paper, magazine, TV adverts. You could do personal selling, so that's where you either got sales reps or people going out to customers or just people who work in your store. Then you've got direct mail, catalogue marketing, sales promotions, so if you put things on offer. Networking, that's a really big one for small businesses. Publicity, sponsorship, exhibitions, and then you've got online advertising, which includes display ads, SEO, social media, email marketing, viral marketing, and affiliate marketing. Now, I've listed both online and offline because you still need to use offline marketing. Even those businesses that you've seen grow on social media that you follow do offline marketing, even if it's just networking or speaking or exhibiting places, they still do it. It's not a dead promotional method. By no means, you need to be offline as well as online. Now, before we end today's Marketing Monday, I want to go back to Facebook. Nike, they last posted on Facebook in August 2018. Apple, they last posted on their business page in November 2019, and prior to that, November 2018. So they don't use Facebook. For marketing their brand, they don't use it. Now, I'm not saying don't use it, but if they don't use it, why are so many small businesses just based on Facebook? What I want you to take from today's isn't that you've got to go and spend a fortune on promotions. It's the fact that you've got to use 3 or 4 methods that are suited to your ideal client and you can't just rely on Facebook. So I'm sorry it's a bit of a preachy Marketing Monday, but I think it's vital for you to take this in, because if you really want to succeed, you need to be doing more than just going on social media. Go and leave leaflets where your ideal clients are. Go and talk to people at a local networking event. It's all about building relations. And if you can use word of mouth, and that's part of networking, that will be one of the best promotional methods you can use for your business. So I hope you've enjoyed this week. And as always, if you've got any questions, please let me know. And then next week, we're going to look at a different marketing tool. We're going to look at SWOT analysis, which will be really useful for you. So have a lovely week, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.